All right. So, yeah, I'm kind of everything's evolved into a kind of spiritual competency. That is now what I am pursuing. I'm dealing with why do I keep, I wouldn't say backsliding per se, but I definitely have the same obstacles coming up that I keep having to negotiate over and over and over, and the same kind of things keep like distracting me, keeping me. And I realize that certain areas of my life in which I am incompetent are what's holding me back, and I realize that spiritual competency is what I'm missing. There's the things. Basically, I divided it up into excuse me, like, my physical needs, and then you have your emotional needs, and handling those competently, physical needs, handling those competently, mental, social competency, mental competency, in terms of, your thinking, social competency, your relationships, your interacting with others. And then I have, as right now, it's like a worldly competency. It's kind of made up of financial, time management, and like logistics, which would include like chores and, just handling all those things competently. To have spiritual competency means to handle those things in a way that none of them distracts you from maintaining the standard, from being righteous to live up to a standard. So spiritual competency is about attaining and maintaining this standard, which laid out. God laid it out. Jesus kind of, was the exemplar. We're all trying to get there, but I'll do our best. So now I'm like, and then I realize, so the things that keep pulling me are kind of, I'm seeking comfort. I'm moving away from discomfort, which there's fear and pain, and there's, they're all on a spectrum. Each kind of competency, each area, like mental, emotional, physical, has its kind of, spectrum from basic discomfort to fear and what is comfortable. So anyways, man. Yeah. What I realized is that what was given to me, all this was given to me. I didn't come up with any of this. Discomfort comes in two forms. There's the discomfort that comes from too little in that particular area, below a threshold, your threshold. And then there's a discomfort that comes from overwhelm or going beyond your threshold. So, say, both into discomfort. So, say, socially, it would be going into solitude and being alone for maybe longer than you're comfortable with. And then there's the opposite, which is being around people, having to deal with people that, maybe you don't like, or you're uncomfortable around, or just whatever social situations, relationships, having tough conversations with people, trying to do whatever you're trying to do, facing rejection, possible rejection, these things. That would be an example. Physically, you have fasting, you have cold, sleep, not enough sleep, thirst. And then on the other end, you have foods you don't dislike, foods you dislike, being forced to maybe drink something you just don't, I don't know, thirst. Maybe drinking hot water for me, being forced. I hate hot water. Or dirty water, drinking pond water or something, I don't know. But just, our exercise, fatigue, instead of being, not getting enough sleep, say, pushing your body beyond and, with exercise and fatiguing yourself that way, making your muscles sore, too much stress. And I believe that by doing those two things, so going below threshold, that is a cleansing type of discomfort. Going above is a growth type of discomfort, like tough love, and like a cleansing, like a fast is very cleansing. But being forced to eat foods you don't like helps your palate grow and helps you grow in gratitude for when you can eat foods that you actually enjoy and are nutritious. Hopefully that makes sense. So excuse me, drying out. See, I'm thirsty. So now it's just a matter of, and so a true fast, as I outlined in Isaiah 58, is in all those areas going below threshold, fasting. All forms of physical comfort, getting rid of those. Socially, they would sit there in sackcloth with the ashes on their head. I don't know where that comes from, but that was a way for them to. But emotionally, denying yourself, not getting what you want. That's a way of, being below threshold in terms of, oh, I want this, and mentally just being bored, no stimulation, no reading, no entertainment of any kind, no television, no internet, no social media, no fun, sports, no social interaction, socially, solitude, going off to a lonely place, worldly, giving up your stuff, giving it away, getting rid of your stuff, just doing nothing with your time, not trying to fill the time with anything, just hanging out in your solitude and your hunger and your lack of stimulation, lack of what you want, all that. That is a true fast. And then you, will hopefully be humbled to realize how much you need, how much God actually does provide for you in all those areas of your life. but then also the gratitude. Yeah, the gratitude, and then the humility. Like I can't. There are times when I can't do that myself. And then, of course, going on the other side, too much, you grow, and then you learn. Your comfort zone expands. Oh, maybe that person isn't that bad. I kind of can understand why they do what they do, or emotionally, going beyond feeling emotions I don't maybe like to feel. Maybe admitting certain things to myself about my past and my past actions. Physically, exercising too much, eating foods I don't like, sleeping on the floor maybe. I don't know if that's above or beyond. It's uncomfortable. I don't know if it causes you to grow. So then, most of the time, you can be, in the regular zone when you're in there, so doing these types of discomfort, the cleansing and the growth on purpose, strengthens you so that when you're forced to endure them unexpectedly, because the world is unpredictable, you handle them better and you maintain the standard. You stay righteous. You don't forget about God and start freaking out and, let your cravings and your anxiety and your fear and your discomfort steer you off the narrow path. That is what it's all for. That is why you fast. That is why you go into solitude and pray alone. That is why you sometimes just give up everything and just try to focus on God, because, well, there may be times when that's really all you have. There may be times. You're in a situation, you're locked up in prison for whatever, you're being persecuted because of your beliefs, and you may have nothing. You may only have pain and discomfort and loneliness, or you have to endure the guards, and you still have to love them. You're supposed to love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. Do not worry about what you will eat or what you will wear. Don't worry about what you're trying to accomplish. You're locked up in a prison cell. All you can do is love. You can still teach others to love. You can still love others and teach them how to love through your example. Whoever is forgiven little loves little. Forgive those. Forgive them. Very easy to say. Very challenging to do, but that's why you would be kind of exploring these different areas of discomfort. Because that's what will strengthen you and allow you to keep your focus, keep your attention and your heart on the right places, seeking God with all your heart. Keep purifying your heart. Blessed are the pure of heart, for they will see God. All right. God bless.